15 complete strangers, 1 mystery grand prize, and a whole lot of chaos. Welcome to Stevie'S Showdown. As you might have already noticed, you guys are all still by yourself. For this first challenge, there are no tribes. This is every man for themselves. You will have 60 seconds to search your house, your room, wherever you are right now. What you're trying to do is find an object with the most amount of letters in its name. The castaway that comes back with the most amount of letters will win individual immunity. I see everybody already eyeballing their rooms. That's what I like to see. It's time to get searching. Your 60 seconds starts now.
A few moments later.
Batman, you're up first. What do you got for us?
Got Sharpies.
So is that a highlighter?
Yeah.
So right now, Batman is in the lead with 11. Ben, what do you got for us?
I got a chef statue. That's 10 letters.
Brandon, what you got for us?
I got the Funko Pop.
So that's, what's that, 8? Carlos, what you got for us?
This is a controller.
You were 1 off. You had 10. Fernando, what you got?
Yeah, it's an action figure.
Okay,
much.
so an action figure. That's 12. You beat him by 1. Gabriel, can you beat 12?
iPhone charger.
It'll probably just be phone charger. That's 12. You're tied. Garrett, what you got?
If you want to get specific, wireless gaming keyboard.
We'll have to probably just do as a keyboard. Isaac, what you got?
I found a green poster board.
Poster board is what we'll call it. You had 11. Jaden, what you got for us?
Purified drinking water.
We'll do water bottled. That's 11. JD.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 PS5 video game console box.
Okay,
bro.
I don't know.
Generalizing this
JD wins.
That might honestly just go down as box, which would then be 3. All right, Nasir, what you got for us?
A mini refrigerator.
Oh my god. I think that's 16.
A video game console.
I got these headphones with rainbow lights.
I had a microphone.
Nasir with a very impressive individual immunity win. Congratulations. The first immunity of the season goes to Nasir. What I need you guys to do is to buckle up real quick. When you go into tribal council, you are writing down one name, and then you're going to write down another name. We're going to do 2 eliminations at tribal council.
I'm actually prefer that Nasir wins that challenge because I get good vibes off of Nasir. He watches anime like I do. I see that he has One Piece on his YouTube channel. I kind of scoped him out a bit. I'm going to go with the flow for the first couple of votes and then see where I land in these alliances.
I'm noticing all these like really big personalities. I think they're gonna like vote out the quieter people, and I'm definitely like one of the quieter people. Unfortunately, I might actually have to be more vocal about my opinions, which kind of sucks.
Currently, I think there are a lot of interesting dynamics going around. We're all congratulating each other, but at the same time, I think beneath the surface, we're all casually like analyzing each other's webcams, being like, who do we think is a big threat? Who do we think is more than likely going to win in the future? And while I do have one person set in stone as to who I think could go home tonight, I'm open to a lot of different options. And if that's not what an alliance member wants from me, then I might have to change my game up a bit. I am pretty confident in all of us. I have good feelings from all of you guys. So I'm open to asking, who do y'all think should go home tonight?
Okay, there's 2 people that I got my eyes on right now. It's that dude Rafi and that dude with like the button-up shirt that's kind of like flipped out a little bit. He hasn't been talking a lot. Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah,
no, I was thinking him too because he didn't really do anything in the challenge. He just
he didn't really talk a lot at all.
Yeah, Brandon was just sitting there. With Rafi, I don't feel like it's necessarily the best option to get rid of him, especially since he's such a kindred spirit. Other people that I might have my eyes on, maybe Jaden.
This dude Noah, that man had something up his sleeve.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
This might be early, but low-key, I think that we should form a team. The first alliance of the season, and I'm down for it.
So I remember Zack saying like, yeah, we could do Batman. That'll be like an easy first vote. Since Zack was the one that threw out Batman's name, I was thinking we could tell Batman to vote Zack for the second vote. But at the same time, we need a second vote. I'm down for whoever y'all want to do. Clearly, there's like a little click. Maybe we should take a shot at one of those people, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind sending Fernando home. I don't know why.
If it's a big personality, then like, I think it's better to like, you know, take the shot now than later.
I like these guys. They're pretty cool. I don't really know who I want to vote out. I just hope it's not me.
What are they talking about over there?
Well, I pretty much forgot.
You forgot?
That sounded a little suspicious, Rafi. Come on, man.
Are you good with voting Batman?
Yeah, I think we all are.
Who's your second vote, Rafi?
Can you keep it a secret? I think Fernando is pretty competitive, so I wouldn't mind voting him off.
Okay. Interesting.
We all came to that conclusion too.
I really don't know who to vote, to be honest. I'm I'm thinking going random.
That seems pretty risky for the first 2 eliminations.
Well, who could it be? That's a better question.
I don't know. I guess that's just up to your interpretation.
Who doesn't have an alliance? Like what exactly?
I mean, if you are in an alliance, I wouldn't think that you would tell people.
What is an alliance? I don't believe in those.
Are we voting Batman?
Everyone for sure is doing Batman number 1. But number 2, who knows?
Batman, I feel like if anyone tried to work with him, he would be a liability.
Because he's like already cocky a little bit. So that's
First tribal council, Nasir. How does it feel going into the first tribal council with immunity?
I really didn't want to be the first one to leave, but I was like, It was like a relief.
Fernando, we talked earlier about first impressions. Do you think there are some people amongst the cast that maybe have had some bad first impressions that could come out in this vote?
I don't think anyone necessarily has left a bad impression on anyone. After the events of the last challenge, I do think certain people probably have a target on their back.
Zack, you're already past 2 instantly if you get past this first tribal. What kind of value does that have?
After these first 2 eliminations, I feel like there's just going to be a good vibe on like who you're chilling with, who's already getting noticed in a good or bad sense. It's a very exciting feeling, but it's also heart-wrenching and anxiety-inducing.
And with that, I think it's time to vote.
No bad feelings on anybody. I just went by random.
I'll be voting for Brandon. I feel like he didn't contribute much to the first challenge. Didn't really bring much to the table. For my second vote, I'll have to vote Batman. I feel like he's talking when other people are talking. He's just trying to interject himself into conversations.
I don't get good vibes that we can work together. Like, it kind of looks like he doesn't want to be there in a way, just by always looking at his phone and not trying to interact with the group.
I had to think about it for a bit because I really do like every single person on this cast.
I just think that he really gave a really bad impression. Everyone else is voting him. So
he's had a little bit of technical difficulties, and if he was on my team, especially with like the limited vertical cam, it might be hard to work with at times.
I don't know. I'm just not really getting the vigor off of him that I'm getting from a lot of other people.
I don't know if this is going to be majority, but I just want to survive, so.
He seems very well put together. He's like just chilling, and that's very scary to me.
I wouldn't mind seeing Fernando leave, okay? He made friends pretty much with everyone really quickly, and also he seems pretty competitive, which could be a trend for the future.
I mean, he did it to himself. He said that he's not going to be the first one voted off, and so he just kind of put the idea in everyone's mind.
The votes have been cast. Who is going home first? Let's find out. There are 13 votes. First vote, Batman. Second vote, Batman. Third vote, Batman. It's 3 votes Batman, 0 votes for anybody else. Fourth vote, Jaden. 3 Batman, 1 Jaden. Next vote, Brandon. The next vote, Jaden. 2 on Jaden, 3 on Batman, 1 for Brandon. The next vote, Rafi. Next vote, Brandon. It's 1 Rafi, 3 Batman, 2 Jaden, and 2 Brandon. The next vote, and the first person voted out of Stevie's Showdown, Batman.
I can't believe I'm the first one. I cannot believe it. I'm a little annoyed about it because like I didn't even do anything to get myself voted out. Maybe I was a threat. I don't know.
Batman has the first person voted out of Stevie's Showdown, which means Batman's vote will no longer count for the second round, and also any votes against Batman will no longer count because he's already gone. The first vote, Fernando. It's 1 vote Fernando. The second vote is for Rafi. That's 1 Fernando, 1 Rafi. Third vote, JD. Fourth vote, Gabriel. That is 1 Fernando, 1 Gabriel, 1 Rafi, 1 JD. The next vote, Rafi. The next vote, JD. It's 2 Rafi, 2 JD. The next vote, Noah. The next vote, Rafi. Next vote, and the second person voted out of Stevie's Showdown is Rafi.
I don't know what happened, why people voted me off, because I was clearly fine. I don't know, I feel confused and pretty betrayed. What did I do to them? Like, I don't know.
Congratulations, you made it through the first tribal, which was like 2 tribals. You've already outlasted 2 people, so the fear and anxiety of being the first one gone is over. I'm sick of you guys being by yourselves. You guys seem so lonely. I think it's time we get some tribes going here. The first tribe, Zack, Carlos, Nasir, Isaac, Ben, and JD. You will be known as the Golden Gorillas. Garrett, Jaden, Noah, Fernando, Brandon, and Gabriel. You will be known as the Purple piranhas. All right, it's time for challenge number 2. You're going to get 60 seconds. We're going to go in alphabetical order of the team, and you have to name any vegetable. Once you name a vegetable, it'll go to the next person. Every single vegetable that you name, you get a point. If somebody repeats a vegetable, it does not dock any points from you, but you also don't get any points. The team with the most points will win immunity. Your 60 seconds will start with Ben, and it starts now.
Pumpkin.
Cucumber.
Parsnip.
Carrots.
Green peas.
Corn.
Lettuce.
Cucumber.
Artichoke.
Tomato.
Squash.
Zucchini.
Eggplant.
Asparagus.
Lettuce.
Cauliflower.
Cabbage.
Garlic.
Zucchini.
Pass.
Leek.
Kale.
Cauliflower.
Cucumber.
Cabbage.
Radish.
Squash.
Brussels sprouts.
Sweet peppers.
Beets.
Tomato.
Turnips.
Broccoli.
Celery.
Tomato.
Turnip.
We already did tomato. We already did tomato.
Sweet potato.
Pumpkins.
Pass.
Pass.
Bell peppers.
Peas.
Pass.
Onion.
Pass.
Isaac.
Eggplant.
Oh, crap. Sorry. Oh, shoot. Crap. Ooh.
Pass.
Pass. Sorry.
Oh, the eggplant.
Broccoli.
Squash.
Pass.
Sunchoke.
Zucchini.
Beetroot.
Corn.
Eggplant.
Potato. I don't know if
All right, that is time. The final score, 23-19. The winning tribe. Congratulations, Purple Piranhas. You are safe from elimination, which means the Golden Gorillas will be going to Tribal Council.
I'm feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. I thought I had some chemistry with the other dudes on the other team, but I just play it out, see how it goes.
So our tribe actually won the challenge. I'm just glad that we're safe because I think I would have been in trouble. I really trust Noah right now. I don't know why, but I think he'll be a good ally to work with. Hopefully I keep winning these challenges so I don't have to go to actual tribal.
We are a solid 3. We are solid.
I think we're gaming.
Yeah, we are.
You know, it sucks that we lost, but luckily I'm good with Nasir and I am good with Zack. I really do think that me, Nasir, and Zack are going to run this tribe. We are going to get to the merge. That's just how it's going to be. Sorry to the other 3, but y'all are expendable.
I guess that the timer pressure just got to me a little bit. I feel like I might have sold the challenge a little bit.
Our team is stacked, but I think our weakest links are JD and Nasir. Nasir, is physically strong, but what's that going to do on an online game? I think we vote out Nasir here. I think you and I are good. I don't think they know we have this alliance.
I'm just scared a little bit. Like, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah,
but
I'm nervous.
The fact that it was so close and we paused for so long, I don't want to be messed up, but the one that did take a lot of time was Isaac. I was trying to just tell him pass. I was doing that.
Yeah,
and
he
I was
forgot in the moment.
Like the second I know I couldn't think of anything, I was like, I'm passing. I'm not wasting time.
JD, what are they talking about in the other strategy chat?
I think they could probably just be talking I don't know if it's too early to call. I think they're all just honestly, I think they might be I have nothing.
Yeah, how about I go over there really quick?
Okay, dude, JD's not saying anything.
It's scaring me a lot.
He's the other one that I'm thinking between Isaac, but I'm leaning less towards Isaac if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
I am very scared for myself because I won the first challenge, right? Some eyes are definitely going to be on me. My heart's pounding right now. But during the challenge, Isaac, kind of fumbled a little bit. We were all staring at him say pass, say something. But he just froze. The fact that the scores were so close, it was 19-23. If we didn't stop for literally longer than 10 seconds, I feel like we could have won that.
Nasir kind of didn't bring much. He repeated 2 vegetables and he won immunity. So I feel like he might be crafty enough to win immunity on his own.
We need people on our team that are able to talk and potentially step up and be a good leader for the team. Because if we don't have that, then what do we have?
If it really comes down to it, we could work with Nasir more than we can probably work with JD.
Wait, pause. I should probably let you know this now, but Ben and I we've already made an alliance. So if you low-key want to join the alliance, I think we'd be down to have you.
I'm down, yeah.
We lost Fernando. He was actually in our alliance before, so we got a Fernando replacement.
Sounds good. Okay, let me head to the other one and I'll see what they're doing. In the short conversation that I had with them, they were trusting me enough to be like, by the way, we're in an alliance with Fernando on the other team. You should join us. No, I ain't keeping y'all in. So those two are working with Fernando on the other team, but they lost him. So they were like, oh, Carlos, like you're here. Just letting you know, we're in an alliance, but we don't have Fernando. Do you want to join?
What?
Ben was gunning for Nasir.
I had a feeling.
So what's the vote looking like?
Ben, we are cooking.
We are cooking. Like, I don't want to say this just yet, but I feel like we're kind of, controlling the team here.
I think we got our 2 leaders.
The first tribal as tribes. Isaac, you had a moment in the challenge where you took up some time. Do you think that put a target on your back for this vote?
First challenge out, I did sell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a golden gorilla, and I'm willing to take this team to the top. I feel like that I could bring a lot more to the table than naming vegetables.
Nasir, you won the first individual immunity of the season, and now we're going into tribal council where you no longer have that immunity necklace on your neck. What is the vibe going on for you from last tribal to where you knew you were safe to now where your name could be getting written down?
I still have the same feeling in my heart. When I'm the one that's safe, I'm nervous for the other people. I guess that's like the empathy I have in my heart for everyone. I do know because I won the first one, my name might come up, but I will use that to defend myself actually. I can help us win more. We might even win every single one after this one.
Zach, a lot of people vote based off of strategy, other people vote based off of team cohesiveness or challenge performance, things like that. What do you think is going to be the winning factor in tonight's vote?
Knowing who you're capable to strategize with and who will be strong moving forward, I believe is a huge factor. You got to think about this show as a whole. Communication, I believe, is like the thing.
And with that, it's time to vote.
He's a very strong competitor, as we saw from the first challenge. So he can win individual immunities probably whenever he wants.
It really wasn't my plan going into it.
I feel like that it's going to be hard for him to be a team player.
Clearly, he is playing too hard, honestly.
Only because he was gunning for me first. No hard feelings there.
How can we trust him moving forward?
First vote, JD. Second vote, Ben. It's 1 vote JD, 1 vote Ben. Third vote, JD. Fourth vote, Ben. It's 2 votes JD, 2 votes Ben. The next vote, JD. The final vote is for Ben. We have a 3-3 tie. Ben and JD are both going to be given 30 to 45 seconds maximum to plead a case on why they should stay.
Ouch. But moving on, no offense to JD, but I feel like I'm more of an asset to this team, whereas JD, who has kind of been hiding off in his corner of the camera, I feel like I'm more useful to the team than JD is.
All right, thank you, Ben.
I feel like Ben could spearhead this whole group, honestly. Ben, very big game player. He could potentially make it to the end, I'm not gonna lie, so that's what I have to say.
Thank you, JD.
I was not expecting the tie.
He didn't really say anything about why he should stay.
I don't know. I just don't think that that's good for us moving forward.
Either Carlos or Zack lied. Wow, I'm shocked.
Here we go. All right. Vote number 1 goes to JD. Vote number 2 goes to Ben. The third vote goes to JD. And the fourth vote goes to Ben. So we have another tie. So what happens now? Carlos, Isaac, Nasir, and Zack come to a unanimous decision, or we go to rocks, which means Ben and JD become immune, and it is a randomizer on who goes home. So you either come to a unanimous decision, or one of you gets randomized out.
None of us are going to risk getting randomized out of this game. Let's all
I
agree on that
agree.
right now.
I agree. I'll start us off. I'll be completely honest. I am gunning for JD. No offense to him. When we were in a strategy call, JD just said like nothing for a solid like 3 minutes. Ben is better at communicating.
My vote going to JD.
Honestly, in JD's testimony, he said less about why he should stay and more reasons why Ben should stay.
Nasir, this is 3 on JD, so I know we know we're not randomizing, so
Yeah. I will admit, Ben, I did vote for you. I just got scared because I thought you were going to vote for me.
All right, is that the unanimous decision?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
JD, thank you so much for competing.
Check justice for JD. Honestly, that tribal, but I very liked it. Me versus Ben, battle of the feuds, greatest entry of all time. I am glad that I fought the hard fight. Got like, and then I got sniped. I got sniped at the end. They made a very bad mistake. That's how the cookie crumbles.
One of them lied about what we decided on, and this, I guess, I don't know if it's an alliance. It pretty much isn't because one of them lied. And I have a suspicion it was Zack because he was the first to speak up about JD and then Carlos followed. He's playing a good game, so I gotta start kicking up the gears.
I mean, if you're not gonna like play to win, then why are you here, to be honest? Like, not to be that guy, but it's just like you gotta have like something to offer, and just sitting there in the corner really did not help his case at all.
I was really scared that Ben was going to get voted off this early. I feel like they see him as a threat. You need to keep people on the team, but that it would keep the team together. And I feel like that me and Ben are the people for the job. And I feel like that's kind of bullcrap.
Almost got out. Don't really know why, but I think I've come to a conclusion. So Nasir told me his case. I 100% trust Nasir. I don't think he would have a reason to lie to me. Isaac, on the other, I think he's a little afraid of me. I think the first vote was Nasir and Carlo. When we tied, I think Isaac saw an opportunity to strike me, his like strongest opponent, out of the game. I think he's on to me. I don't know if I can really trust my alliance. Hopefully we don't lose this next challenge because it's definitely me.
Oh man, this is a fun one. The third challenge is a good old classic scavenger hunt. Each tribe, you're gonna nominate one person to go up against the other tribe. Those two people will be given a prompt of some type of object that can be found in your house. I'm not gonna ask anybody to pull out any refrigerators, so you don't have to worry in this series. You ain't gotta get another one of those. Do you guys have any volunteers on who wants to go first?
Ben can go first.
I guess I'll go.
Ben versus Garrett. Here we go. You must bring me back any type of television remote. Go. Oh, Garrett, that counts. Garrett gets the first point. Fernando versus Carlos. I need you to bring me back a toothbrush. Go.
Come on, Fernando.
Carlos with the toothbrush. Isaac versus Brandon. I need you to bring me back any t-shirt with the color black on it.
Brandon.
Oh god, come on,
Brandon.
Come on, Brandon.
Oh, Isaac. Is that Isaac? Nasir versus Gabriel. I need you to bring me back a phone charger.
If you had it right.
Go. Oh my god. That's gotta be a record time. Gabriel wins. We are down to the final matchup. Jaden versus Zack. No pressure. This is for immunity. Bring me back any type of book. Oh, Jaden! Wins it instantly for the Piranhas. Unfortunately, that does mean, Gorillas, I will be seeing you back at Tribal Council.
Our tribe won immunity because of me. I'm glad because I need to prove myself after me not doing good last challenge. But honestly, I'm starting to open up with these people, and I was gonna play a little bit of a quiet game. I'm now starting to realize that I need to be a little bit louder.
We're just gonna keep on steamrolling as best as we can. I feel good about the bonds I've been making. This is looking great for me so far. This is really great.
So proud of my boys. Let's go PP. Purple Piranhas. We got it, bro.
I might have stabbed myself with something while running to get the toothbrush, but it's a few pints of blood for a victory.
The thing is, we have to get rid of Ben and Isaac because we know that they have an
Something with
alliance.
Fernando. If Nasir joins this chat, do you think we can convince him to vote Ben?
It's either we get Ben and Isaac out, or it's like we are screwed.
Last time, me, Carlos, Zack, and JD were talking. Carlos left for a second, then he came back. Ben, he said that you had an alliance with someone from the other team. He was trying to influence us to vote for you because of that. He said I came to you guys instead of going to them because I feel like I can't trust either of them, and I'm like really scared of them.
Nasir told us that you heard about the alliance from the other team. Ben basically said that he cut it off completely.
How do we know that he's not just lying?
Maybe he did. And that's the thing about maybes is that we don't know. Since we're on this team right now, we need to start acting more trusting with each other.
We don't even know for sure that Ben cut that off. That in of itself is not trustworthy.
I feel like that Ben is more of a team player than you're thinking.
I'm not saying he's not a team player. No.
I've already had my vote decided. If you guys want to know, I want to vote for Zack most likely. I wanted to be an alliance of a sorts if we can get to the merge.
Well, did you cut things off with Fernando, or are you still with him?
I cut things off.
Because alliances with other teams just sound like a stupid thing to do, because how is that going to benefit us right now?
It's not like they can save me from a vote.
I'm getting a feeling about Nasir for some reason. And it's nothing personal at all. It's just like, I feel like that, I don't know, he's just kind of shady.
He is like wholesome, friendly with everyone.
I feel like that might just be like a boy a little bit.
So you brought up the alliance that I brought up to y'all, and then he was immediately trying to deflect it so he wouldn't have to talk about it.
Yeah, he was saying that we need to get out Zack, he's dangerous and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, is that your final choice? He was like, well, also Carlos, he's playing both sides. And he said
he's
that
just throwing things at everyone. Carlos, Nasir, and I definitely have something going on. Unless they're backstabbing me, which I would not blame them for, to be honest.
I'm hoping that my lies don't get thrown out there by anyone, but I'm playing hard now. They shouldn't have strayed from the alliance at first.
We are back at Tribal Council. Ben, what do you guys got to do to turn this team around?
I think we're good with where we're at. I think we're all great players. If we have like more of a skill-based challenge coming up, we are good to go.
Zach, in theory, a team goes to Tribal Council, you should come out stronger. But here we are back at Tribal Council. Was JD the wrong vote?
To be honest, no, not even a little bit. It was just, again, a matter of the other team getting lucky. I genuinely don't think we did anything wrong.
Isaac, at what point do you think things are really gonna start taking it up a notch in this game, or are we already there?
Either happening right now, we don't know it, or it's gonna happen next time. Because after this, we're down to 5. They still have like 7, and that's a really big margin to jump over.
Nasir, this will leave you with only 4 people on your tribe. Is the comeback even possible?
I really do think it's very possible. The other team is gonna start getting overconfident. They're probably gonna fumble.
And with that, it's time to vote.
He's really good of a player.
I don't want to vote for anybody right now because we're all good players, we're all good people.
I think he backstabbed me last elimination. Can't have that happen again.
It's time to reveal the votes. The first vote, Ben. Second vote, Carlos. That is 1 vote Ben, 1 vote Carlos. Carlos isn't even here. Third vote, Nasir. We have 1 vote Ben, 1 vote Carlos, 1 vote Nasir, 2 votes left. Fourth person voted out of Stevie'S Showdown, Ben. Thank you for playing, man.
Yeah, I knew it was me. I'm a pretty strong player. I was done for before the show even started. I respect everybody on the team. I hope you guys do well, but I hope you guys get voted out. I'm rooting for you, Isaac.
It is time for the next challenge. We are going to be doing some mental math equations. Now, here's how this is going to work. You're each going to go into your tribal calls. You're going in alphabetical order. We have a list of equations. You have 30 seconds to try to get as many as possible. All right, timer will start the moment that I ask you the first equation. 7 times 7.
49.
49.
13 minus 7.
6.
10 plus 31.
41.
41.
6 divided by 3.
2.
40 minus 27.
17.
27?
Wait,
33 plus 33.
66.
66.
96 minus 69.
Pass.
That is time.
We only got 4.
I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god.
The score has been tallied. You'll never believe it. We have a tie. So, here's what's gonna happen. The Golden Gorillas must nominate 1 person, and the Purple Piranhas must nominate 1 person. We're gonna do a 1v1. You will get 5 different equations that you have not heard yet, and whoever answers the first 5 correctly in the fastest amount of time will win it for their team.
It's me. It's me.
Carlos.
I'll be going to.
All right, Carlos versus Jaden. We're gonna be taking your nominees to a different VC, so you won't be able to know how they do until we come back.
Carlos, I believe in you.
You got it, Jaden. You got it, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. 50 minus 50.
0.
0.
15 minus 50.
Negative 35.
Oh, negative 35.
Negative 7 plus 9.
2.
2.
10 times 11.
111. No. Fuck.
Oh,
All right, that is time. It was very, very close. The first person to get all 5 correct and win it for their team was Jaden.
Yes! Damn it.
Lives again.
It's okay.
Unfortunately, that does mean, Gorillas, we will be seeing you at Tribal Council.
so I won the challenge for my tribe once again. It was a tiebreaker. I'm just glad that I've been like proving myself. I think my future is looking somewhat bright. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah.
I feel pretty confident. Me and my boy Noah, we kind of got something worked out in case we, God forbid, lose.
Holy crap, we are the goats, dude. Shout out to Jaden. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole team. Final 9. Let's go!
We're down to 4 of us. If 2 of us start teaming, it just gets unfair. I don't know why you would want a team on your own team. Like, save alliances for the merger. If you have an alliance now, you're basically fucking over your own team, and we don't need that at this point.
Clearly, those two have a...
They have a thing. They have a thing.
So I think we need to agree on someone, hope for a tie.
We need to get rid of Nasir. Nasir is a great guy, but he's literally contributing nothing.
Right after the Ben vote, he started to get nervous. He said, hey, can we just not have alliances on the team?
Like, can we not have alliances? That's not unfair.
If the roles were reversed and Ben was here and one of us got voted out, he wouldn't have said that alliance thing. He would have just been sitting there.
I think we're looking good.
100%.
But what are you thinking?
If it had to be between Zack and Nasir, probably Nasir.
You're really saying Nasir?
Going into the merge. If Nasir becomes too much of a problem, we know that he can probably win a challenge.
Me, Zack, and Ben, we all thought that you and Nasir had an alliance.
No.
Oh, wow.
The fuck?
Yeah, wow. Okay.
I got the chance to speak to both of them. They both didn't tell me anything. I'm just sitting there like, well, this is probably me. My only chance now, I guess, is to try to convince you to not like vote for me.
Who do you think should go?
I feel like it doesn't even matter who I say. I'm at your mercy. I'm gonna go whichever way you go.
We could vote Isaac. Or we could vote Nasir and have Isaac's loyalty because he knows he's in the bottom.
Is that what you were trying to go towards?
I don't know. I literally just thought of that. If for some reason it makes sense, but I don't know if I want to actually do that.
Okay. God.
Every time we go to tribal, I have a picture of my mom. I kissed the picture.
That's so wholesome.
Golden Gorillas. You know, I like all of you, but I don't want to have to see you this much. But unfortunately, that's just kind of the state of where we are. Zack, what is the overall feeling right now? Because I know you have to stay optimistic, but is the morale a little low?
Imagine you have a line of sand blocks in Minecraft set up, and there's torches under them, and someone breaks them, and you're running, and those blocks are falling. Or literally, like, the block right behind us is the one that's currently falling. It is just that feeling for the last, honest to God, 2 challenges. Like, ever since losing that second one, it's just been like, oh God, like, what next?
Isaac, is everybody scared? Is this team just not as cohesive as they need to be? Is that why we're losing challenges and having to vote each other out?
I feel like some of us are telling each other just what we want to hear and not what they're actually doing. Like, we need to stick together. We can't be lying. This vote needs to be unanimous, is what I'm saying. It has to be.
Nasir, you mentioned something whenever we were getting ready to come into tribal, and I wanted to ask you specifically about this. You said that before every single vote, you've been doing something. What has that been?
So, my mom passed. I have this picture. This is the only picture I have of my mom, and that's me as a baby. Every time we start the tribal, I kiss it. I feel like she's like my guardian angel. She's helping me, move forward. Yeah, I'm playing this game with my heart.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And with that, it is time to vote.
I'm so sorry that you think you not being able to get allies is unfair.
I don't know, his performance has just been not very great.
And I hope the others are doing it too.
He didn't really do anything like catastrophic. He just played his cards wrong. Great guy, but if there was one person on our team that had to go, it would be him.
It is time to reveal the votes. The first vote, Isaac. The second vote, Nasir. That's 1 vote Isaac, 1 vote Nasir, 2 votes left. The third vote, and the next person eliminated from the competition, Isaac.
Bye, have a great time.
Isaac, I'm sorry, he's gone.
Man, I'm surprised that I got eliminated, honestly. But it was a good experience. I'm really glad I did it. I made some good friends along the way. Zack, I know for a fact that you didn't vote for me because I saw your reaction when I got eliminated.
I mean, just to put it blatantly, I'm gonna vote for Isaac.
I would really be down to be back for another season.
I deserve an Emmy for my acting. I don't know what's going on, Isaac. I'm at your mercy, I feel like that was the best move there.
You've made it to single digits, which is a huge accomplishment, but we're still in tribes. We've got a 6 versus a 3. What are we gonna be doing about that? We're gonna be doing absolutely nothing. We're going into the next challenge right now, but what I'm gonna need from the PPs is you're gonna have to set out 3 people.
It's gonna be really rough if we lose the next challenge and it's just us 3. God.
Carlos, Gabe, Garrett, Nasir, Noah, and Zack. Everybody's got their clothes hanger. Perfect, because what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be trying to spin your hanger, and we're going until one tribe has completely dropped out. All right, everybody ready? Go! Carlos has dropped. I believe Noah might have dropped as well. We are down to 4. We've had one tribe that's been taking the W more. So you GGs, I need to know, how bad do you want to win this competition? Are you gonna get steamrolled again? Keep grinding, keep showing us why you applied. I wanna know why you're here. What do you have in you? This is impressive. Gabe is looking great. Garrett looking great. Nasir looking great. Zack is just dropped. Everybody looks locked in. Absolutely locked in. That's what we like to see.
Man, I'm trying to keep my fingers like straight forward as possible.
This is very impressive, guys. And Gabe has dropped, which means we are down to 2. Tribe versus tribe. Garrett locked in. Nasir locked in. Who is taking the W for their team? Your tribe needs a hero. Are you gonna be that hero? You guys are incredible.
How you feeling, Nasir?
I'm chilling.
You ready to get eliminated?
Ooh.
You know, all the lactic acid buildup is going to go to your legs since you're sitting. I was smart. I thought to stand up. I could do this. Bend my knees. Shake them out. That's why you'll lose.
Trash talk coming from Garrett. Will it work? Is he in Nasir's head? This is crazy. We will go until 1 drops.
You know, I will admit, a couple minutes ago, it shifted up like a 1/4 of an inch. So it's slightly more uncomfortable now, but I'm making it work. Oh! No!
Oh, and with that, Nasir wins it for his team. The drought
Nasir,
is over.
Lord and Savior. I apologize, team. Good work, Nasir.
Congratulations goes out to the Golden Gorillas. Finally golden after all this time.
I was crying. I don't know if you could have told. My eyes are still watering. All that was going through my head, I was telling Garrett to shut up. I was like, shut up. Don't listen to him. Focus. And I have a bad arm from being a baker for Krispy Kreme. And I was thinking about that while I was spinning. I was like, no, do it. And I did it. And I'm so happy. We finally won. And I'm glad I was the one who made my team win.
Hallelujah. Nasir, Lord and Savior. Us 3, we are getting to this merge. We got this. All hail Nasir.
I sold. Nasir put on a great effort, though. Finger slightly red. Got too cocky. Lost focus. I got us a point for the race. I'm not throwing shots, but I was the last one standing. I am very creative. A wireless gaming keyboard. We got some good chemistry. Given we don't merge, it is smart to keep me around.
I already have a good idea of 2 people that could get thrown under the bus, Garrett and Jaden. They're both bigger comp threats. At the same time, I wouldn't be upset going for Gabriel. When we're talking, he's not really included in the group that much. Not that we don't let him, but he just isn't involved in our conversations as much as he should actively put himself into.
Out of all of our team, the one that does probably bring the least is Gabe.
That's true.
Since we didn't lose for so long, I feel like we've all bonded.
We have. We really have.
Even just throwing Gabe's name out does hurt, but ultimately, getting rid of Gabe is going to help us in the future because we don't know. What if he doesn't like us and wants to flip against us? What if he
that is
wants
true.
to go to the other team?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Honestly, it's just self-preservation. Merge is like definitely coming soon.
The thing is, I think we should definitely think about social abilities. I feel like Fernando and in particular Noah, they're very good socially.
Well, Fernando has a very good social game.
He does.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because I know at first I was like really like quiet, and I don't know if that's gonna like come back to me and stuff like that.
I think you have nothing to worry about. You are definitely more valuable over Gabe. Ultimately, he's such a wild card. Like, we don't know if he's going to flip onto the other team. If we merge at 8, it's going to be 4v4 if he decides to flip.
Exactly. That is scary.
You gotta think about who's gonna be on our side.
I don't know. I can't say because we've all stuck with each other. We haven't like lost yet. I can't like give you a straightforward answer on that.
I hope I'm not getting blindsided. That'd be tragic. From what I'm hearing, my name isn't thrown out there, which is perfect for me. And I'm really curious to see where this travel goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared.
Garrett or Noah. I think that they are pretty good competitors. Noah is really social and Garrett is really good at challenges.
The thing with Garrett is that he is really good at challenges.
Yeah.
And if we merge soon, he could win all the challenges.
Like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Man, I got this whole alliance going, man. I think I'm good this round. At first, I started chatting with Noah, and then I started chatting with Fernando. We made an alliance.
Gabriel and Brandon, they might be really close with each other.
From what I was talking to them, they are very threatened by yours, and Noah's able to be like social and talk. They were trying to kind of get me to go get one of y'all.
It's interesting though, they're that threatened by my sociability.
Yeah.
Do you actually want like Garrett and Noah out?
I was gonna say Fernando.
I was thinking that too, but did you like talk with their group? Like, what did they think about that?
I told Garrett and Brandon that Fernando was a bigger threat. Brandon kind of agreed with me, so I don't know.
Gabriel wants to take out Fernando, and I was agreeing with that too. I genuinely think if we put up Fernando, our lives are better. Fernando is definitely a bigger threat, but I don't know what everyone else is gonna do. That's my only thing.
Yeah, can't ride the high forever. Eventually, there's got to be a come down. Unfortunately, we are here at that moment. Noah, you were the first person out of the challenge. Are Are you worried that that might play a factor in some people's voting decisions tonight?
How could it not, man? I mean, I messed up at the very, very beginning.
Fernando, you have been able to avoid 3 tribal councils. Do you think that it's going to mess up the tribe dynamic having to get rid of somebody?
The fact that we have to vote out someone that we have gotten to know decently well, tribal dynamics will definitely shift.
Gabe, has there been some worries about a lot of alliances forming, especially whenever you have been winning so many challenges? You had a lot of time to talk.
We all knew that we were gonna get into tribal council sooner or later. It is inevitable that alliances are gonna be forming now.
Garrett, in the challenge, maybe we could say some of the trash talking might have lost your focus.
I do think that my cockiness and moving around was ultimately what made me lose focus and lose the challenge.
Well, with that, it is time to vote.
Too much of a wild card, and I can't have people like that around once we get to the merge.
He is a very good player in the social aspect.
I like him. Not a bad guy at all. It's just he doesn't talk nearly as much as everybody else, and I just don't know if I can trust him or not.
The votes have been cast, and one of you is unfortunately about to be eliminated. I'll read the votes. First vote, Gabriel. Second vote, Gabriel. Third vote, Fernando. That is 2 votes, Gabriel. 1 vote, Fernando. The 4th vote, and the next person voted out of Stevie's Showdown, Gabriel. Thank you so much for playing, man.
I think that they didn't make a good decision by voting me out. I would have loved to make it to merge, but I had a good time.
You have made it to the merge. We are here now. This is now an individual competition. This is your first merge challenge. Before the game began, I made every contestant watch my Survivor competition video. Now they'll compete head to head, answering questions about the video until only one person is left standing. We are gonna start in alphabetical order, which means it's gonna start with Brandon. Since you have to go up first, you get to pick your opponent.
Let's go with Nasir.
Brandon versus Nasir. The first challenge of the season was A, hide and seek, or B, a talent show. Nasir.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek is correct.
Garrett and Jaden.
Garrett and Jaden, you're up. Who is listed as the second person eliminated? Is it A, Jess, or B, Braden? Garrett.
B, Braden.
It was B, Braden.
Carlos and Zack.
David Benton Jr. was a massive crowd favorite. What animal was he wearing on his iconic shirt? A, a dog, or B, a bear? Carlos.
A.
That is incorrect, which means, Zach, you have made it to the next round. It was a bear.
Noah and Fernando.
Here's your next question. Chris was often referred to by a name other than his own name. Was it either A, the Machine, or B, the Zaddy? Noah.
B.
B, the Zaddy? That is correct.
Nazir and Zack.
Next question. The 2 tribe names were the Green Goblins and the Orange what? A, ogres, or B, otters? Nasir.
It was ogres.
Ogres is the correct answer. Nasir has stayed in the competition. Noah versus Garrett. You both ready? Which castaway was eventually crowned as the winner? A, Adam, or B, Savon? Noah.
B.
Savon is the correct answer. So that means it's going down between Noah and Nasir. Your final question. The final jury vote resulted in a tie. Which juror caused that tie? A, Michael, or B, David? Nasir.
Michael?
Michael is the correct answer, which means congratulations, Nasir. You have won individual immunity.
Not surprised that Nasir won, given his track record already with individual immunity challenges. It is kind of scary that he's already won 2. I have to make sure he doesn't get anywhere near the end.
If it felt like you guys were in the minority, if you guys want to use us for votes, then we're definitely willing to help.
Yeah. Do either of you have someone that you find threatening that was on your team?
Gabriel was like really like under the radar, and that's like what most people were like really scared of. The person he voted was Fernando, so I guess that's who he thought was threatening. If the people want to take out Fernando, I'm jumping right on that train. Garrett, I don't think he's ever watched this season of Survivor. I feel like he's gonna do whatever Fernando wants to do.
They're playing a big game right now.
It is kind of concerning that I did want to go up against Nasir. I could give him a wake-up call that maybe I am after him. How are you feeling?
I guess I have like a personal thing for Garrett. When he was going 1v1 against me, he was like saying all these things getting in my head. He got to me. That could happen in the future to any of us.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he handled that with you and like trying to get into your head, which I get, but like that's something I personally would have done.
You two about to get a fucking show.
They're all saying you.
Are they?
Literally all of them. Everyone I spoke to wants you.
I've heard so many names. I don't know what's going on. Nasir said everybody said they're coming for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would he be acting this crazy?
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't think we can trust him.
This is probably gonna be the biggest vote in the whole season.
We're voting Fernando.
Fernando?
Yeah.
Fernando is running it between them. Don't know how this vote's gonna go. Hopefully I was able to do enough convincing and talk to enough people to be able to get this vote done.
Nasir, you're immune. How does that feel?
It feels really good. I feel like because I was immune, I was able to speak 100% honestly with everyone that I spoke to.
Carlos, are you worried at all that this might end up being tribal lines, even though we are merged?
I definitely hope it isn't. Like, personally, it's not something that I can see myself doing, so hopefully it doesn't end up coming down to that.
Just a very quick yes or no question for everybody. Brandon, are you confident that who you are voting is going home?
Yes.
Carlos?
No.
Fernando?
Not really.
Garrett?
Yes.
Jaden?
50-50.
Nasir?
No.
Noah?
Plead the fifth.
Zach?
No.
A lot of uncertainty, which means that we might have an explosive vote reveal. It's time to vote.
Definitely spreading a lot of fake accusations around.
A lot of people's names were thrown out.
What a fucking ride of strategies.
They try to throw my name under the bus. Hopefully you go home.
I'm hoping that we convinced enough people that he needs to get out now.
This is probably the most unconfident vote that I have yet.
The votes have been cast. First vote, Fernando. Second vote, Brandon. Third vote, Brandon. The next vote, Carlos. The next vote, Carlos. Our next vote, Carlos. The next person voted out, Carlos.
Damn.
Carlos, you are the first member of our jury.
I was not ready for that. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Hopefully Zack and Nasir aren't screwed.
Carlos went home. I was trying to push for Fernando. That is my thing though, because I know Fernando's gonna be a huge threat. And I was gonna do that until Nasir was like throwing out my name and stuff like that. Yeah, I was a little bit paranoid, but like I was only doing that just to gain information and stuff like that. I guess now people are like gonna be iffy about me.
Fernando getting another vote. I don't know. I'm thinking Jaden, man. I think he's going for Fernando. I don't know if I could trust that guy.
Hey, who voted who?
I already said I voted for Brandon.
Yeah, I'm just
way-
shocked it came from you, Fernando.
That was only under the impression that Zach was also going to, and
I
I don't
did.
know if you did or not.
Why would
Then
I
how did-
lie to Brandon and
then
say
how
that
did
I'm
Carlos
sorry?
Get eliminated then?
That's what I'm asking. There's a lot of discourse and trust issues happening right now. So I think every alliance that's currently made, other than probably 2 that are under the radar or something like that, is just wiped because no one trusts each other now because there's at least 3 people lying about their votes right now. I'm not saying that with full confidence, but there are definitely liars among us.
If Nasir is saying that he voted for me, and then me and Zach voted for you, then how did Carlos get eliminated?
Somebody's lying. I just lost my #1 ally in this game. That's the scariest thing ever. I know that I'm gonna be the #1 target for all of them, the other tribe. It seems like they're kind of a together thing. Hoping and praying that I can keep winning. I have to win the next immunity or it's me.
I'm gonna be honest, Nasir. It doesn't make sense with the other line of the story.
If I didn't vote for Fernando, who do you guys think I would have voted for?
You told me that you, Brandon, Zach, and Carlos were all 4 guaranteed to vote me. You were talking about being immune and speaking truthfully. You told me a lie.
That wasn't a lie.
It was.
That was what
You said it was 4 locked in votes for me. I ain't get one.
That was what I was hearing.
I guess stuff happened after, so water under the bridge. You got it.
Changing your mind is an option.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why. My fault. Got me up, man.
Garrett kind of blew up my spot and was saying I was lying when I wasn't. I'm very scared for myself. Hoping me and Zach can get through this.
The fuck is going on? Nasir has to go.
In this immunity challenge, the final 7 must pick a number 1 through 5 while blindfolded. Whoever picks the same number is out. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Brandon and Garrett said 2, while Jaden, Nasir, and Noah said 3. Fernando and Zach must now pick a number 1 through 10, with the closest winning immunity. 3, 2, 1. Wow. The number is in between 1 and 4, and it is 2, which means Fernando is winning individual immunity.
GG, Zach. GG.
Good game.
Individual immunity. This is fantastic for me. My name has been thrown out twice. I just gotta make sure me and my alliance we stick close together.
I knew I had the numbers to stay, but I was still shocked to see who were the ones that voted me. They somehow flipped Fernando to vote me. Hopefully everybody's a little sketched out with Fernando despite him winning this immunity.
I needed an alliance really badly, and I really needed that W. The fact that Fernando got it is so upsetting. He's the only one that keeps questioning who's voting for who, when it's pretty obvious he's the one that didn't stick to his own word for a vote. He's not trustworthy at all.
I know Fernando needs to go eventually, but I think it's best for my game to take out Nasir now because I know he's going to be a really messy player. As long as Nasir goes, then Fernando, I have a pretty good chance at winning this game. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, I'm gonna make this deal to anyone, but right now, if we vote for Garrett tonight, I will vote for whoever you want next round.
This is a chance to make a big move. I mean, you have 2 free votes.
Garrett pretty much blew up his own game.
He also I just joined where he was at. He's like, I'm not talking strategy to anyone. I'm not talking to anyone.
I think I'm about to feed my cat lunch. Yeah, I might as well. Give me like 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Listen, I'm putting my trust in you guys as someone who doesn't have immunity, that we can get, as a group, collectively get someone who is threatening out of the game now when we have the chance. Who knows when this will happen again?
I'm completely at you guys' mercy, me and Zack. You guys can even next round vote one of us. I mean, if there's a time to get someone out who you guys think will be scary, you can use us. I just pay very close attention to who goes to confessionals, how many times they go, the specific people they talk to, and I watch. Mostly what I've noticed is Garrett and Fernando talking together.
I'll be honest, I haven't really observed at all. Garrett, man, he like straight up called people out like that. I was scared for him for a second.
We are guaranteed 3 lock votes onto Garrett.
I'm 99% sure Nasir is on that.
If Nasir is on it, then we automatically win out at that tribal.
This could be big.
Yeah, if we can like make this move, I'd literally be so happy. How are you feeling?
Well, after last round, I was feeling on a scale of 1 to 10 of confidence, like a 3. I thought we agreed it was going to be Brandon, but clearly there's something else going on here. And either Fernando, Garrett, and Noah have a alliance going on, or this is something that's actually going to go through.
I'll vote Garrett if like it's majority, because I'm really like stuck between like a rock and a hard place. I don't want to like mess up my game. And last tribal, I was told that people were thinking I was like too paranoid.
People are throwing out Garrett's name.
Why?
Zach is pretty much pissed that Garrett blew up on everybody after the events of tribal council.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this because I have nothing like really to lose, but I know that like Nasir is like a super messy player. Like this is how he like screws people over, because he's trying to like act like cool and all that stuff. That is how he gets to people.
Nasir is a challenge beast. He could realistically win all of these challenges from this point forward.
I know Fernando's lying. I don't trust him, and if he does not win next round, then I'm gonna make sure that he gets voted off.
If they don't want to do what we're proposing, I feel like my name is definitely gonna come up in the tribal. If that happens, Zack, it's up to you.
Don't say it like that.
Fernando, you are guaranteed a spot in the final 6. How does it feel coming into such a big tribal council, knowing that no matter what happens, it ain't gonna be you going home yet?
My name was thrown out at the last tribal, so knowing that for a matter of fact that won't be happening tonight, it feels incredible.
Jaden, how much has the game changed for you, going from yay team we won to okay now who am I vote now?
Yeah, it's changed a lot. These votes are getting like really messy and really close. We've all made it to final 7. We made it halfway. We know how this game works. I'm really interested to see who's going to win this game.
Garrett, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that the vote is going the way that you want it to go tonight?
The way that I want it to go, not towards me, hopefully. Nah, fuck that. It's not going towards me. I'll give it a 10.
Nasir, now that immunity necklace is no longer around your neck. Do you feel that weight?
I feel it tenfold. Clearly, there's a big target on my back. I was on a consistently losing team. For me to pull out the dubs I did, it was by the skin of my teeth, so I feel like it's not really something to look at me as a target for. If you do, that's that.
All right, it's time to vote.
Easiest vote of the season. I'm just devastated that he ended up deceiving us the way he did. This is why he's going out the way he is right now.
Sorry, man. You're too much of a big threat, and I gotta make sure Zach thinks I'm still on his side.
I've had this gun loaded for a while. He's just a threat. He's a threat. I gotta get him out of there, and then maybe I can get immunity.
I'm not sure if this is going to be majority, but if not, I'll just blame it on someone else. Who cares?
Hopefully the conversations I had leads into that too, but we'll see.
I do respect you, man. I really do.
He's overly confident, and for what reason I don't know, he's just gotta go. It's insane.
It's time to read the votes. First vote, Nasir. Second vote, Nasir. Third vote, Garrett. Fourth vote, Garrett. It's 2 for Garrett, 2 for Nasir, 3 votes left. The next vote is for Nasir. The next vote, and the second member of our jury, Nasir. Nasir, thank you so much for playing, man. You absolutely killed it.
The whole experience was a blast. And to be a part of season 1, and I got to the merge, I'm really sad to go. But I hope Zack can pull it through somehow in that mess of what's left.
Well, I'm the only one left on the Golden Gorillas, but I don't trust Fernando at all anymore. So I may have to talk to Garrett and see if I can do something there, because it's not working out like I thought it was going to.
Fernando next, then Zack, then Noah, and then me versus Garrett and Brandon final 3. I think that's like my best interest. I just need to make sure that like I stay under the radar, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm like really quiet, calculated. Yeah, I'm also like being a little bit of a voice so I can make sure that I get what I want. And so far it's been working.
This challenge is going to be a test of just your overall patience. All of you are going to need to be able to find something to blindfold yourself with. We are going to set a timer for 3 minutes. Your task is to try to remove the blindfold as close to 3 minutes, and whoever is the closest while staying under 3 minutes will win. All right, so 3 minutes, we will start it. Yo, you are staying blind, trying to make it as close as humanly possible to the 3-minute mark without going over. We're in the final 6. This immunity is so important right now. And no, I'm totally not talking right now to throw off your mental counting. I would never do that to you guys. I would never try to jack you up like that. This is insane. One of these people is going to win. Fernando was first. Garrett was second. There goes Brandon. We are down to Jaden. We are down to Noah. And we are down to Zack. Unless they go over the time. One of them will win immunity. They could all go over the time, in which case Brandon would have an immaculate win. There goes Jaden. There goes Noah. And Zack drops. We have a clear winner. The person that has won immunity with a number of 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Congratulations, Brandon. You have won individual immunity.
Congrats.
Wow. Taking Zack all the way to the end is way too dangerous.
He literally was like the only person on his tribe to like survive and make it to the end. Like he literally could beat like anyone.
If he makes it to the end, he has Carlos and Nasir as locked votes. I don't think they're gonna
for sure
be willing to vote for anyone else.
It's looking like we're gonna get Zack out of here, but I'm scared Jaden might try to team up with Zack and go for like a powerhouse player like me or Fernando. You know, I want to start and ask Mr. Winner Chicken Dinner how he's feeling.
Let's say Fernando is at the end, right? After all like he's been through, like them trying to get him out, do you think they'll like praise him? He is even a great social player.
I agree. Like when everyone was gone taking their bathroom break, Fernando was strategized. He told me, hey, would you be down to put up Brandon?
He actually like said my name in voting professional.
We cannot trust him. I think he needs to go like now. If he's sitting by any one of us, we lose no matter what, even against Zack, because he's controlled every single vote. This is the perfect opportunity to take him out now.
Let's go. I freaking won a challenge. I'm so happy. I'm glad to have it and show I am a competitor. I don't want to jinx it, but I think I have a good shot. They don't even know I'm a good social player. That's why I've been trying to stay in the middle the whole time, which I've been doing. Let's see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm pumped.
I honestly am going to vote Jaden.
Really?
I just think he's smart and will be able to get me out the next round or two. And I feel like we got enough people to outnumber Zack. If he were to try to vote like any of us, like it would be just a waste of a vote.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Do we have the majority for that? Like, is Noah okay with that?
Yeah.
Would you be okay with voting Fernando? Fernando has been like lying to everyone, manipulating everyone, and now this is like the perfect time to take him out while he doesn't have immunity.
I mean, if that's the way everyone else is going.
Brandon was gonna be Fernando's target, so now I'm really interested to see who he's gonna try going after. I think it might be Zack, but I'm gonna try pushing for Fernando, and hopefully he goes home.
Jane, be so honest. What's happening tonight?
What has been discussed is that you are like kind of a jury threat and stuff like that. That's what I heard.
I'm very well maybe screwed here. Did you vote for Garrett last round?
For Garrett, yeah.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't be telling you if I wasn't sure.
Okay. What do you think's gonna happen?
People do want to see you go because they want the GGs to fall forever.
That's crazy.
I think the target might flip onto Jaden. I convened with Noah and he said it was between you and Jaden.
I know that I'm probably getting targeted for being a gorilla, according to Fernando.
I'm independent. You two vote with me for Jaden, and then next round, Fernando doesn't win, he's out of there.
Okay, so you still think Fernando?
I still think so. Like you said, I agree with you. It's the best thing we can do.
I'm just gonna be very upfront. Jaden is throwing shade at me, and I'm just like, damn, that sucks.
Who's the vote for you?
Strictly just because of Jaden kind of pushing for me to go. That's it.
I agree with you. Like, I have no reason to lie. I actually do. Because, like, yeah, I've got voted by you before, but, like, you gotta also think outside the box here of, like, the end game. I want it to be me me, Garrett's, and Noah, preferably at the end. That's my ideal world. If everything follows the plan, I think I have a solid shot at winning. I'm getting choked up because like this is huge for me. I'm so happy to be here. This is amazing. If we continue carrying him, it's too risky and dangerous.
Well, who are you thinking, Fernando?
Jaden also.
Well, okay then. Progress, baby. I may have gotten in an inner circle, but this vote will determine if that is true even remotely or not.
But yeah, for sure, 3 on Fernando. I'm so glad we did this, guy. Like,
It should have been happen.
Brandon, you won immunity. What does it mean to you right now?
It means I make it through another day. This immunity helped me realize maybe I can do some things, you know?
Garrett, if this is your last day in Stevie's Showdown, what do you hope that you're remembered for?
This will not be my last day in Stevie's Showdown.
Jaden, you have to worry about how you treat people before they go into jury. How big of a role is that playing into tonight's vote?
Jury management is like a key factor of like winning this game. I think it's best to make sure that you aren't seen as like cocky, like, oh, haha, I got you out. No, you have to like be cool with it, I guess, to make sure the jury likes you at the end.
Zack, you are maybe the most golden gorilla, as you are the only one remaining in the game. Is that gonna play a factor? I mean, are people still thinking about their tribe?
It may very well be a factor. I can't tell people like no, but I hope that that is not how it's being looked at.
It's time to vote.
It's been an honor having to be with you.
Hopefully it's not me.
This is because I do fear you as a threat at the end.
If this plan somehow does not work, then these people need to rethink their strategy.
I'm sorry to do this, but I feel like it's just best for me.
I know Carlos and Nasir are dying for an extra roommate, so let's see who's about to join them. First vote, Fernando. Second vote, Jaden. Third vote, Jaden. The fourth vote, Jaden. Fifth vote, and the third member of our jury, Jaden.
What the hell, guys? This was kind of very stupid of them. Fernando is basically running this game. But honestly, I was playing a pretty bomb game. Can't wait to watch this back so I know how right I was.
I am ready to go deeper into this game. I'm so hyped. At this point, I don't see a way that Garrett and Noah wouldn't want to take Zack out next. And then Fernando, I'm trying to paint him as the most sociable. In reality, like, I'm also in the background doing my own thing. I'm doing this for Wilson back here. He's like surrounded by traffic cones. No one can touch us.
I'm in the final 5. Oh man, I'm so proud of myself for making it this far.
Garrett stuck to his word, and I appreciate that so much. I honestly am kind of like full belief that me and him will be the final 2.
This is just like I'm drawing it up because now I have Zack's trust. Made it to the final 5. He thinks I'm voting Fernando, but I'm going Zack. Hopefully I can win a challenge.
The final 5 immunity challenge is here. We're gonna be taking you back to junior high, and we're gonna be doing a spelling bee. So we're gonna go in alphabetical order. Brandon, your word is budget.
B-U-D-G-E-T.
Correct. Fernando, your word is inept.
E-N-I-P-E-T.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, Garrett, your word is dilemma.
D-I-L-L-E-M-A. Dilemma.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Noah.
Yes, Mr. Stevie?
Your word is frostbitten.
Frostbitten.
That is correct. Zack, your word is parachute.
P-A-R-A-C-H-U-T-E.
That is correct. All right, Brandon, your word is voucher.
V-O-U-C-H-E-R.
That is correct. All right, Noah, your word is acoustics.
A-C-O-S-T-I-C-K-S.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It goes to Zack. Your word is stampede.
S-T-A-M-P-E-D-E.
Correct. Brandon, your word is newsstand.
N-E-W-S-T-A-N-D.
I'm sorry, Brandon, that is incorrect. So, Zack, if you get newsstand correct, you have won immunity.
N-E-W-S-S-T-A-N-D.
And with that, congratulations, Zack. You have won individual immunity.
I really needed this. This is so big.
I'm not too worried about tonight. There could be some rough patches, but overall, I think we'll be doing just fine and dandy.
The way I'm seeing it, it has to be Fernando. I don't think anyone should be able to deny it. I'm sure Zack agrees. He's a big threat, and I'm hoping I can talk to Jarrett and Noah. This should be our final 3. I feel like us 3 have a chance of stopping Zack from winning the last challenge.
This would be the best final 3 out of all of them.
I feel like us 3 have an even reasoning to win. We're all hands down on Fernando.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, that's what we got to do.
Who do you want to get out at this point?
I'm so evenly 25, 25, 25, 25. The only person I'm even remotely threatened by is Garrett. Low key, I told him that he is my word for something. I need to keep my promise.
What if we flip the vote onto Garrett?
Stay here. I'm gonna go try and pull people. How are we feeling about Fernando?
Yes. Hurry.
Yeah.
I feel like an asshole because I just told him he wants to get Garrett out. So I was just like, let me see if I can pull Brandon or Noah over here. Can one of you two follow me?
But that isn't me.
Yeah, you just stay your pretty little head here.
How would you feel if we possibly flip the vote onto Garrett?
It would be a very good idea.
My biggest fear is that if he gets to the end, he's so charismatic. People are going to want to vote for him.
Bro, we're playing them like a fucking fiddle.
Yeah, we are.
We cannot let Zack win again and then get Zack out and then final 3.
That's the safest thing.
Yeah.
You have been my boy.
You've been my boy. I'm glad we've stayed loyal and voted together every time.
Zack, you have been to damn near every single tribal council. This is only the second time that you've been able to breathe. How does it feel?
It's such an unfamiliar feeling. I didn't have the luxury of having 3 eliminations in a row with no worry. So good job, piranhas, you little peepees. At least this late into the game, it's like Christmas.
Brandon, you had the necklace on your neck last time, and now you don't. Does it put a massive target on your back?
There's a different target on all of our backs. And sure, it is disappointing that I did lose. It's just how you adapt after that.
Fernando, how different has this game shifted from the first minute to now almost in the final 4?
Now it's just like, who do I want to take out now? Who do I think is the biggest threat to my game and my potential win?
Garrett, how do you possibly strategize and game plan who you think you can beat in a challenge where you don't even know what the strengths or weaknesses are going to be?
That is a tough fucking question. I don't know. I think I've just been trying to rely on my first instinct or maybe my gut instinct, while also trying to win a challenge.
Noah, how much does your gut play into what you're doing?
Plays everything, man. There's our 4 other dudes who've played just as hard as I have, and I can't see into their brains. I can't read minds. So, I mean, at this point, I gotta go with my gut. There's really no other way to do it, in my opinion.
With that being said, it's time to vote.
I do love you. You've been a good companion for me. I just feel I could just do better on the jury with the other guys.
This has probably been one of the most difficult and stressful votes of my entire Stevie'S Showdown career.
It's coming down to the wire, obviously, because it's, final 4, no big deal, whatever.
I am surprised I'm going to escape this vote, maybe.
All right, it's time to read the votes. First vote, Fernando. Second vote, Brandon. Third vote, Brandon. Fourth vote, Fernando. That is 2 for Fernando, 2 for Brandon, 1 vote left. The next member of our jury, Brandon. Brandon, I am so sorry to tell you, man, this is the end of the road.
I never knew how I could do in a Survivor setting where I can actually talk to people straight up on a camera. Honestly, I think I played a pretty damn good job. I was flying so well under the radar in the middle. If I would have made it to the final 3, I would have sold my case.
I did not expect Brandon to get voted off there. I thought that Fernando was done for, but clearly I can't trust these last 3 because me and Brandon had to have been the votes for Fernando. So that means it is now a 3v1 alliance against me. I need to find some way to split these guys up or win immunity next time, but that is not something I can count on.
Final 4. This is a damn important challenge to win. You guys remember those people that you've been voting out? Yeah, so all of them, the moment that they've been eliminated, they were asked a very specific question, and they have 2 possible answers, and you have to be able to tell us, is it either A or is it B? First question, we asked Batman, what went wrong in the game for you? Option A, I really don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure. Or B, maybe it was when I said I was going to be the first one out. I'm not too sure though. Fernando said B, Garrett said A, Zack said B, Noah said B. The correct answer was A.
Of course it was.
The second question, we asked Rafi, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a twist of the game? A, it sucks. I'm not sure what I did. Or B, I feel confused and betrayed. What did I do to them? A, B, A. The correct answer was B. I feel confused and betrayed. What did I do to them? Noah takes the point. Noah and Garrett tied with 1. Question 3. We asked JD, were you able to connect with your new tribe? Option A, I'm gonna be honest, bro. My internet has been ass this whole time, so I didn't get to. Or B, somewhat. I liked some of them like Isaac and Nasir. It's different talking with real people though.
Zach, can you help us?
Dude, I'm sitting here 0-2, and you're asking me for help? Are you fucking kidding me?
We didn't know him.
You could see the PlayStation box better than you could see him.
We got B from Garrett, A, and B. The correct answer was B. Garrett and Fernando get the point. Next question. We asked Ben, what do you think will happen to your tribe now that you're gone? Option A, hopefully they just keep losing the challenges. It would low-key be really funny to see that happen. Or B, probably just do as good as they were before. I just could have helped them more. A from Garrett, A from Fernando, A from Noah, and B from Zach. The correct answer from Ben was B. So Zach is on the board. Next question. We asked Isaac, do you think your tribe will fall apart or stick together at the merge? Option A, the tribe is definitely going to stay strong. Or option B, the tribe is definitely going to fall apart. B, A, and B. The correct answer was B. Everybody except for Zach gets a point.
I thought he believed in us.
He did not. Question 6. We asked Gabriel, how does it feel to fall just short of making the merge? Option A, it feels bad, but it was a good experience. Option B, it feels bad. I think my tribe voted off the wrong person. Everybody said A except for Noah, and everybody except for Noah gets a point. 4 for Garrett, 3 for Nando, 2 for Zach, 1 for Noah. We asked Carlos, did you feel you had a disadvantage coming into the merge? Option A, I definitely do. They probably wanted to target one of us 3 because they thought we were tight and it would have been one of us regardless, and it just happened to be me. Or option B, at the end of the day, the cards I was dealt is what I had to work with. I just wish those stupid ass big PPs would have listened. Everybody said A except for Noah, and the correct answer was A. We asked Nasir, who do you think is the biggest snake? Option A, I think the biggest snake is definitely Garrett. Or option B, I think the biggest snake is definitely Jaden. Everybody said A, and everybody was wrong. It was B. Question 9, we asked Jaden, who do you think has the best chance to win it all? Option A, oh, obviously Fernando. These people are blindly following him. Or option B, oh, obviously Garrett. These people are blindly following him.
Who the fuck is Jaden, bro? Oh.
My guy.
Oh, I remember.
Everybody said A. Wow, we're all on it again. This time, everybody got it right. Fernando, you have 5. Garrett, you have 6. Zach's at 4, and Noah's at 3. So unfortunately, Noah and Zach are out of contention. Garrett, if you get this right, you win. And Fernando, if you get this right and Garrett gets it wrong, then you tie. And then we'll go to a tiebreaker challenge. We asked Brandon, did you learn anything from playing this game? Option A. I learned how socially I was stronger than I thought I was, and I honestly would have sold my case if I made it to the final 3. Or option B, I learned that Fernando has good taste in pizza, and Noah has an unhealthy obsession with Scooby-Doo.
What you going, Fernando?
I'm voting C.
You're going C? I'm going W.
All right, reveal. Garrett had A, Fernando had B, and the correct answer, congratulations, Garrett, you are going that W. Garrett has won. Individual immunity guaranteed, a spot in the final 3.
Hey man, it feels good to get that W. I'm just glad to be immune for this vote. I've been fighting, man.
I am super glad that Garrett won. Garrett has my back. I know he does. I think Fernando does too. I got your back if you got mine.
I have your back till the end, bro.
Zach's gonna try to convince Garrett to vote for one of us.
I'm nervous though because Garrett might flip.
I know, me too.
Dude, I don't. Okay, there's. Whatever. First of all, I know that all 3 of these little freaks lied last round. None of them voted with me. Garrett lied to me after he told me to gain his trust by voting with him and then proceeds to just not. So that's wild. But he won immunity. So I'm kind of put in a position where I have to vote with him again in hopes that I can take him out in the final 3. Did you vote for Brandon the last round?
I did.
I'm willing to vote with you if this is something that who do you think is more threatening? Noah or Fernando?
That's very fucking obvious, Fernando.
Do you want to try and get Noah to vote Fernando?
Yeah, we can. I've been cool with Noah like the entire time.
Is there any way you can get Noah to vote? Because if I tell him, he may lie.
I think so. How would I get him in a call?
I could always just like switch over and just straight up be like, Noah, can you talk to Garrett for a second?
I bet.
Per request of Garrett, Noah joined Strategy 2. I did that so I could get me and you in this together. I was gonna say, do you want to try and get Noah?
Since Garrett is not able to be voted out, I think Noah's just the next best thing.
So I'm supposed to be convincing you to go for Fernando. You two have stuck with me.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't flip on Fernando. I couldn't flip on either of you.
What did Garrett tell you?
He said about Fernando. I think I'm down.
I think we can pull through with this then. I'm leaving him with Garrett right now to convince him to vote you off, and I would join them to vote you off. Quotes, quotes. Take that as you will.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I think we have Noah and Garrett on board for Fernando. I could very well be getting played here, and it's gonna end up being me, but I don't think I left them long enough in order to strategize that. I've just been like, so I think we are in the clear here.
He had a good run, I'll admit it. I think Zach is definitely had a good underdog story.
Yeah, immunity saved his ass at one time.
Poor Zachary.
It's so fun being so like evil. I love that.
know, right?
I love that shit.
Holy shit. This game has been crazy. Garrett, how does it feel knowing that you're in the final 3, no matter what anybody has to say about it?
I look at you other 3 competitors, I'm thinking, man, it must be nice to be me. It must suck to be y'all. This should have happened, if we're being real, in the very first double elimination challenge.
Oh, there's no way.
The creativity, wireless gaming keyboard, y'all should knock me off since y'all seen that. But you can't now. Waste your votes. I'll pick you off.
Zach, you had a reaction the moment Garrett started talking.
It was bullshit, if we're gonna put it blatantly. Listen, this guy over here being tough shit, I can't say acting like, because he is tough shit. I'm just happy for him. Wish I was in his spot, I guess.
Noah, what are the odds we see your name written down at this tribal council?
I have no clue. I haven't had a clue since the first time everybody came in.
Fernando, when you're in the final 4, how do you know that you are not being lied to?
At this point, it's purely off of the relationships that I've built up with these amazing, gorgeous men and Zach. Like, at this point, it's just going to be...
Dick.
I'm just hoping that these guys don't betray me.
Zach, you're very handsome.
Thank you!
It is time to vote.
Unfortunately, I am going to be voting off my man, Zach. It was amazing playing with you, and nice job on being the last surviving golden gorilla.
Fernando, it's gotta be him. I feel like I voted for him 3 times, and every single elimination he's not gotten eliminated. If it's not him tonight, I don't know who it could be. Well, it'll probably be me.
Final 4, it's time to read the votes. The first vote is for Zach. Second vote, Fernando. 1 vote Zach, 1 vote Fernando. Third vote is Zach. The final vote and the final member of our jury, Zach. Zach, thank you so much for playing. You did amazing.
Oh, damn it. I had a feeling. I thought for sure Fernando was gonna get out, but no, he escaped my wrath 3 times. They just had a game-long alliance that I could not break if I tried. We were doomed. I mean, like, there's nothing we could do. But I'm proud of myself for getting as far as I did. And if there ends up being another season, I will gladly compete again.
You have made it as far as you possibly can. We'll be back for Final Tribal very soon.
Hey, I'm taking a drink to you guys, but to everybody else who did this today. From Batman to Zach.
Batman to fucking Zack attack. Man, made it to the last fucking round. I am glad that Fernando and Noah have both stuck beside me. It's a W regardless, man.
I got so much respect for both of you two.
Nobody ever, I don't think anyone ever suspected you know. And I was like, yo, he is a fucking G.
I made it, Mom. I made it. I feel like I could win. I feel like I've been cool. I've been chill. I haven't made anybody mad. My gosh, this has been such a long road. I'm so glad I got to do it with Fernando and Garrett. Oh my God, this is so great.
Best of fucking luck, bro.
Yes.
We have been like this. We made it. I am just extremely grateful and happy. I got a lot of votes in the game, and it's been a wild roller coaster, but right now I'm just so happy to be a final 3, and let's see if I'm gonna be crowned the winner of the first season of Stevie's Showdown.
It is time for the final tribal council. We're down to the final 3. We got Fernando, we have Garrett, and we have Noah. Who is gonna take the W? We're gonna go one at a time, and you're gonna give a speech of first is Fernando.
I'm just extremely honored to be here at Final 3. It's been an extremely wild roller coaster with many ups and downs, and I'm just glad to be here, and I'm hoping to give it my all for these jurors.
Garrett, you're up.
Good evening, jurors. Good evening, Stevie. I just want to thank you all for the opportunity of being here. This has been a very blessed and fun experience meeting all you strangers and playing with you. I know some of you I definitely snaked. However, it was in the good of my alliance, my group, and look, it worked. Big PP Gang is here in the finals.
And Noah.
Just want to say this has been a great experience. I've had fun. I will own up to anything that you guys think I did. I have no problem answering any of your questions. I'm just ready for this, and I'm so happy I got to do this with all of you guys.
It's time for the jurors to speak their mind. Let's start with Mr. Carlos.
We are having a lot of trouble separating your games from each other. What is one game move that you had made as an individual that did not involve the other two?
One move that I'm pretty confident that I can claim as my own is the Jaden move. Beforehand, at the Final 7, I had made sure that I could get people realistically to think we shouldn't target Jaden. All right, he's pretty under the radar. He's pretty fishy. We got to go after Jaden.
For me, Fernando being seen as a power player to myself, Noah, and you other jurors, I know that you guys know that there's been times where I could have voted for Fernando, but didn't, which is why you guys are where you are right now.
So you said that you did see him as a power player, and yet you decided to take him with you to Final Tribal.
Yep.
Okay, Noah.
Kind of in the same sense, I had multiple chances to turn on not only Fernando, but Garrett. Like, there were people who were just gunning for Garrett.
The question was, what is something that you did individually that had nothing to do with the other two?
There was a time one of them asked me if I could vote for one of them, but I said no. Oh, wait, no.
I yield my time.
Who's up next? I believe that is Nasir.
I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot, Garrett, even though you put me on the spot before.
Yeah.
Every time one of us got voted out, you would gloat like a lot. I don't think you realize like all the people that were getting voted out are gonna have to pick one of you at the end. Do you think that jury management was poor on your end?
That's a great question, first off. Yes, I was very showboaty. Do I regret it? No. I decided way early in the game, like once we made our teams, if I make it to the final round, Noah and Fernando with me, that's a W on my end. I knew you guys, because it was explained to me, like your feelings could definitely sway who wins, but one of those two guys win, I'm fine with it. I do not regret anything I did, because if I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't be able to say I made it to the final round, because I do believe I would have gotten voted out had I not stuck with them.
So your goal wasn't to win, it was just to get to the end.
Yeah, just get it to the end. I'd love to win, sure, but do I think I deserve it? Out of us three, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know I was arrogant now, and it's not seeming like that right now, but
Noah and Garrett, you guys didn't say anything you did separate from your alliance with Fernando. So
yeah,
it makes
but it was an individual decision for me to not vote one of these guys.
Yeah. But the question was getting
Which was an answer to the question.
You guys are. Do you guys want to explain to me why I should vote for you and not for Fernando?
I did everything I could to make sure I got here, and I brought two people with me, which is like a lot.
Okay, Noah?
I mean, I made it to the final three, didn't I? I'll be straight up with you guys. There was a lot of times I was quiet. I didn't scheme, I don't think, nearly as much as Fernando did. That's not my style. I just sat in those strategy things and I didn't talk. I didn't put myself out there.
I have no more questions.
All right, Jaden, whenever you're ready.
Garrett, do you think you'll be brought back to an all-star season of this game?
Definitely. Not a doubt in my mind.
Okay.
This is me, a guy who's never watched Survivor. A guy who's able just to come up with this on the fly, bring two other people with him.
Wait, so you said you watched the whole drama, right? You watched the first season?
Yeah.
So did you see how Heather had Beth and Lindsay around her fingers the whole time? I think you were Beth. But anyways.
You think that? Okay, that's
yeah.
I can see how you see that. However, I know I would be my own Heather.
We'll see how that works out for you in the future. Noah, honestly, you seem to have to play like a really like safe game. You've like watched the show. Safe games don't win. So do you think that your safe game could give you a win tonight?
Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm not the one voting.
Fernando, do you think you could have made it here without your alliance? Because clearly they did everything in their power to protect you. So
I benefited from having an alliance, as there were so many people just ready and gunning to vote me out. Whether I needed them to move forward, I'm pretty confident that I wouldn't have needed them to, because I was willing at any moment in the game to flip on one of them two.
I don't think I've ever seen this type of situation in like my 3 years of playing. So yeah, Bye-bye.
All right, Brandon, take it away, man.
Garrett, you exemplize yourself as being relevant to Heather from Total Drama. I'm not gonna lie, I am very confused.
I would like to rescind that. I think I'd be more of like willing to stick with your guns, but know how to get to the finish. Cause yeah, we can say I wasn't like Heather. I didn't turn on Fernando. Less villainy, more friendly.
Fernando, I am very impressed with your gameplay. So I just want you to tell us how you did it.
Throughout the entire game, it was just lower my threat level to a point where people would want to work with me and then would want to follow whatever I had to say in order to vote someone out. And as you can see here, it worked out perfectly between Noah and Garrett, and we systematically were able to eliminate everybody from Gabriel onward. And it got to a point where they were too afraid to vote for me.
I wouldn't say I was too afraid to vote for you. I just knew your loyalty. I can see how you see it that way, but I knew you and Noah would like not vote for me. So I turn on you and then reduce my chances of making it further.
Alrighty.
Zack attack. Finish this off, man.
Okay, cheese balls. Riddle me this, friendship finale. Out of the three of you, who do you think is gonna actually be able to pull their own weight and win?
The way you guys have been glazing Fernando, I don't know what that has to do with pulling your own weight when it's like you guys vote. I think you guys vote, right?
Let me change my question completely. So Garrett, retract what, ignore what I just said. What makes each of you like worthy of winning from the other? Like what is the reason that I should vote for you to win? Why should we vote for you specifically to win?
So far it seems like you guys are leaning towards Fernando, but the main reasons you guys have given me specifically is I didn't vote him off. Yet I could argue that logic with no one ever voted for me. You guys are using that when talking about Fernando.
What did you guys bring to the table that the others didn't?
I guess what I bring is just being vocal and being able to talk.
Noah, what about you?
I mean, exact opposite of him. I kept my mouth shut. I keep on the down low. I don't make big plays like other people do. That's just the way I am, man. I like to sit back.
Fernando, do you have anything to add?
I was able to take my time one-on-one to talk with all of you guys during the game in order to make you guys feel some sort of security. Like Zach, I had you convinced before the Carlos boot that we were all gonna vote for someone else, and we didn't do it.
You will get one more chance to plead your case. These are your closing remarks.
The reason I should win over these two guys is because from the beginning, I can't recall a single tribal council where I wasn't immune, in which my name wasn't thrown out on the chopping block. That means people viewed me as a threat. People thought I should go home early, and yet I still made it to the end of this game in front of all of you guys. And I hope all of you guys can just acknowledge the fact of how well I played.
I'll go next. I've never done this before. I've never thought I'd ever do something like this. So for me to make it to the final three is like supernatural. I try to be humble. I try to play a humble game. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I played the best game I could. Thank you everybody for at least hearing what I have to say.
Before I get started, if you don't let your judgment be clouded, I believe that I deserve to win because kindness is key. At least it was today. Y'all not here, but I am. I believe you guys may mistake my kindness and my friendship and alliance for weakness and not being able to do what needs to be done. However, it got my ass to the final round. It didn't get y'all there. Can't say nothing else. Vote how you will.
And with that, we will vote.
He was the only one that at least tried giving me a chance before I left. And I mean, I felt like our relationship was genuine. It's just like Natalie Anderson is just not pissing off the jury. And I think he did the best at that.
This FTC was an absolute joke. Watching Garrett not plead for his case at all was really funny. I don't know how you did it, but you survived and you literally controlled this game.
I don't want someone to win who isn't trying or doesn't like seem like they care.
We all kept saying, what did you do differently? And they just kept saying, oh, we worked with him. It was like so hard to get them to not say that, but I guess they didn't do anything.
God bless you all.
God bless you all.
God bless you.
It's time to read the votes. As we all know, these are for the winner. First vote is for Noah. The second vote, Fernando. Is one vote Noah, one vote Fernando. Third vote is for Fernando. The fourth vote goes to the winner of Survivor, Stevie'S Showdown. Congratulations, Fernando.
Yeah, you deserve it.
You played so good. You don't understand. Like, I genuinely thought you've been playing these games for like years.
Fernando, after everything, you have won the game in a 4-1 vote. Congratulations. If you want to be just like Fernando, you got to apply. Go in that description down below. Apply for season 2. We are casting right here, right now. We want to know who is going to be in the final tribal council next. And will it be as absolutely fucking insane as this one was? We'll see. Thank you all so much for an amazing season. And thank you everybody for watching. Everybody, say goodbye.
Bye. Hey guys.
Bye.
Leonard likes this post.